Good morning, students. Today our topic is HTML form, and in this lecture we are going to discuss how to create a HTML form. So first of all, let us take a quick revision of all the terms related to a forms. So what is HTML form? Actually, HTML form is a section of the document which contain controls such as text fields, password fields, checkboxes, radio buttons, submit buttons, menus, etc. And an HTML form facilitates the user to enter the data that is to be sent to the server for processing, such as the name, email address, password, phone numbers, etc. And why we use HTML form? HTML forms are required if you want to collect some data from the site visitor. So if you want to collect the data from site visitor, then for that purpose you should create HTML form. Syntax is very simple. For that purpose there is a tag name form is used. Form is a container tag. So this is the syntax of to create a form. Here you can easily see that two different parameters values are here. These are actions and methods. There are two different methods, get and post, which is already discussed in our previous video. So these are the different tags related to a form. There is a brief summary of all these tags related to form. First of all, you can easily see form tag. Basically it defines the HTML form to enter input by the user data. Second is input, it defines the input control. Third is text area, it defines a multi-line input control. Label, it defines a label for an input element. Field set, it groups the related element within a form. And legend, it defines a caption or heading for a field set element. Next is a select, that defines a drop down list. And then so these are the different tags used in form. The basic or root tag is form tag. Inside the form tag you can write all these tags. So input text area, labels, field set, legend, select. If you want to insert a text box or password box or radio button, then it is given with input and with type attribute. Next is a optional group, OPT group. It defines a group of the related option in the drop down list, options and buttons. So these are some other attribute. Next is a HTML form element. So first of all, the root tag to create a form is form. Without this you are not able to create a form. Just like that, this is an example of simple form. So first let us talk about input element. There is a small program, you can easily see here. We just write it from body. So because we want to focus only on the form tag, form element, you can see here form enter your name. It is a simple statement, and then after a break, and then we just type is equal to text. So we just type is equal to text here, so which gives us a text box. Name is a optional parameter. You can easily see that this type of output appears on the screen. Enter your name. Next is text field control. So different types of text field controls are also there. Now this is a simple form in which contain two different text fields, first name and last name. So for first name we just write input type text name, and last name input type text name, and BR statement to break a line. So I think simple to understand is implement here. First name and last name, now the name of the text box is here. and we declared inside the form tag. So after the execution of that program, we will get the output. Next is text area tags in forms. If you want to insert multiple line text, then for that purpose text area attribute or text area tag can be used. So first of all, let us focus on the main part of this program. Let us start from body, which gives you a clear idea of this tag. Just remove all these. Now you can easily see here we use a text area tag in which rows is equal to 2 and columns is equal to 20 is there, which gives you a space of 2 rows and 20 columns. And the name of the text area is enter your address. After that br statement is used, br tag is used to break a line. So you can see here that is the output of this program, which contains the text area of 2 rows and 20 columns. You can increase or decrease value of row and column also. Next is a label tag in forms. It is considered better to have a label in the forms, as it makes code or the browser user friendly, and it is an optional parameter, optional tag. So if you click on the label tag, it will focus on the text control. To do so, you need to have an attribute in label tag that must be same as id attribute of the input tag. Always remember that, it is the most important point. And the point is, it will focus on the to do so you need to have for attribute in label tag must have same value as the attribute of input tag. It is most important point. And id must be unique. So, and it is optional. If you just if you don't write it, without this you are also able to make a form. So this is a small example to create a text box using text box with label tag. And here you can easily see that for is equal to first name, and that is same as that of the id attribute first name. For is a parameter value or attribute for a label, and id is a attribute of input tag. So for is equal to first name and id is equal to first name is same in case 1, and in second case for is equal to last name and id is equal to last name is same. And we just write type is equal to text to create a simple text box. And br line is used to create br tag is used to insert. Br line is used to break a line. Now the output look like this: first name and the last name. Next is HTML password field control. For password field control, you should write input type is equal to password. That will create a password box. And when you write a password within a password box, then always remember that answer is in the password is in the asterisk form, so you are not able to see the password. And also label tag is also used here, and you can easily see here label for is equal to password is same as that of the id attribute, that is password again in this case. HTML5 email field control, this is used in only in HTML5. And if you want to insert the email, Then for that purpose just write input type is equal to email, and again you can see here label is used, and label for email is just same as that of the id is equal to email. So output look like this email, and then you can type your email. If you don't write correct email syntax format, then error will be there just like that. Please include an at the rate in the email address. Example.com is missing in. Next is a radio button control. So radio button control is basically used for multiple choice questions in which one of the option is to be find out to be correct, and we have to select only one option among different options. So for this purpose you have to just write input type is equal to radio, and again you can see here label is used with the input tag, and which for attribute value gender is same as the id value gender. And again you one more thing, we just write attribute value in input tag, and value is male and female, which gives you a name of the radio button, male and female, and you have to select only one options. So in this way you can able to create a radio button. Next is checkbox control. If you want to select more than one option, for that purpose checkbox control is used. So if you want to select more than one options, such like that, in this for that purpose first of all you must write input type is equal to checkbox, and different checkbox are there, for one for cricket, then for football, and then for hockey. Rest all things are same as that of the previous case. Always remember that we must write input type is equal to checkbox to create a checkbox, and three different checkbox values are there, one for football, second for hockey, and third for cricket. So that is a small program to create a checkbox, and always remember that label tag for attribute and label tag at attribute value of for is same as that of the id attribute of input tag. It will create a checkbox, and checkbox is always represented in the forms of a square, in which you have to select more. This will actually this provide you the facility of selecting more than one options. So it is related to a hobby. This web page is related to the hobby, and it is possible that a person likes cricket, football, and hockey, or all of them. So for that purpose we must use a checkbox. Now you can easily see the output is look like this, and cricket, football, and hockey name are there because of value attribute, and we can select or tick more than one options. Next is submit button option. Submit button basically used to submit the form. So using submit button you are able to submit the form. For that purpose we will just write at the last input type is equal to submit, and value submit, so that will be appear on the screen. And before this you can declare text box or password box or any other tag, form tag you can use it may be a radio button also. So submit button allow you to submit the form, and a symbol is there, appears there to submit the form. So this program basically contain two different fields. One is related to text and second is related to password, and finally there is a button, submit button is there, used to submit the form. Just click on the submit and you are able to submit the form. Next is field set element. Basically the field set element in HTML is used to group the related information of a form. So it is not mandatory to use the field set element, but it helps you to group the related information of a form, and this element is used with legend element, which provide caption for the grouped element. Here is a small example, and you can easily able to understand the example here. Form, then field set, and legend is user information, and after that the program is same as that of as compared to the previous program. There are two different fields, one for text, one for password, and then submit button. Basically it grouped related information into a form, and always remember that field set is always used with legend, which provide caption for the grouped element. So this program basically create a form which in which we can insert our name, password, and finally submit the form. We are able to submit the form, and all these information are grouped together, and the caption of the form is user information. Different BR lines are used, and it is recommended that after the creation of one field you must use a BR tag to change the line. And when we execute this program, our output look like this, and you can easily see here a box represent this information, and it is because of this tag, and caption is user information. So these are the different fields which we just revise in this program, in this video. Now there is a small program, and it contains different fields of a form. This is a complete form, you can easily see on the screen, and we have to write the code for that form. So first of all we must write different tags used in these forms. After that you can easily create a form. So first of all, just for identify the different tags. No doubt about it that this is a form. So within the form, what type of form attributes and tags are used, you must write one by one, and only after that you are able to create this form. So you can easily see that caption of the form is the registration form, which we can create by legend tag. So field set and legend tags must be used, and then after you can easily see that there is a text box. Three text boxes actually are, two text boxes are here. Enter your full name and enter your email. Email is not a text box, actually we have to enter the email, so only one text box in which we can insert our name. Second is related to email. third is related to password, fourth is again related to a password. So and then there is a radio button which contain three values which contain three value male, female and others. And then text area control box is there, enter your address, and then finally submit button, name, sign up. So now I think all of the fields are already discussed, so now we are able to create this form. So let us see the coding. In examination, this type of question will be asked that there is a creation of the form, output is given, and you should write and it is supposed to write the code for that form. So let us see the coding of this form. Program starts from HTML, then head. You must give the title of the web page. If it is not given, then it is recommended to give the title of the form, and title of the form is given in title attribute, which is a part of head, title tag, which is a part of head tag, and then program always start from the body. And here you can easily see that heading of there is a heading in this web page, and the heading is registration form. So you must write heading. And now there is a question what tag we should use. It is h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 or h6. So h6 create basically is very small heading, and h1 create a large heading, so you can pick h2 or h3. So we just here use h2. If it is not given in question, then you should you may use h2 or maybe h3. So now the yellow portion only tells the name of the form, that is forms in HTML, and create a heading, that is a registration form. And after that form tag is there, which will create the all essential you can see the output. Registration form is here because it is a heading. And then to create a form tag should be used, and within the form tag you must use field set or legend, because to group similar type of information. And legend gives you a heading to the similar type of data, similar types of data used in this form. So legend is there, and in legend we just try to use a personal information, that is the caption of the form. Actually it is a caption of the form, it will provide the caption of the form, and the caption of the form is user personal information. And after that there is a text box. The name of the text box is basically enter your name, enter your full name. Okay, so for this purpose we just write input type is equal to text, and label is enter your full name. And then after that enter your email, and for email we must use the type is equal to email to create an email box. So type is equal to email, and the heading of the email is enter your email. That title should be given, so we just write it in a label, enter your email. And then after password box is there, so for that purpose we just write input type is equal to password. And to create a password box there is a heading which we given in the label tag, and the heading is and the data written before, and the line that is written before, just before the password box, is enter your password. And then again there is a password box which confirm the password. So confirm your password is again a password box. So for that purpose we use password type is equal to password to create a password box, and the label is confirm your password. And after that enter your gender. We should create a radio button, and radio button contain basically three values: male, female, or others. And always remember that after creation of each tag, after just when you just write a one line, then br text should be used to give the line break. Without this you are not able to produce line break. If all these options are given in a single line, then there is no need to use br tag. But as we can see the output, the all options are given in a separate line, so we just use br tag. So password to so we just use a one text field here, text box here, one for email and two for passwords. And next there is a since a radio button, so we just write for that type is equal to radio, and gender is the id, that is gender is the id, and the value is three values are there, one for male, second for female, and third for others. So these type of information are given in values, that are the name of the different radio buttons: male, female, and others. And after that again there is a text box. We should create a text box. So to create a text box, type is equal to text, but with give the different number, we give different number of rows and columns inside it. Without these we are not able to create a text box. Type is equal to text box with different number of rows and columns in it. Name of the radio buttons are male, female, and others. You can easily see here that given inside this after the input tag male, female, and others. So first of all, if you want to create a form, then first of all just write the tag name, and then after just implement these tags within the form tag. You can able to create a form in this manner. So for text area, you must use text area tag with rows and columns. Okay, this is the program here. Last part, text area, default text area, number of rows and columns are there. We don't mention rows and columns. And then finally submit button, and name of the submit button is sign up. If you just execute this program, output look like this. And there is a task for you. This is a coding for another form, which will create a form Okay, this form we will discuss in our next lecture. So thanks for watching this video.